Kev G weather overview, taking a look at the temps on this Sunday afternoon, a gorgeous Sunday afternoon, but the disparity in the temperatures is typical for this time of year. I figure we have to wait another 3 to 4 weeks before temperatures aren't as drastic as they are. For example, like along the coast, you're seeing a lot of mid and upper 60s right along the beaches, but then as you go inland, it's near 80 in places like Parsippany. And Newark is checking in at around 77 degrees at this hour. Even along the Jersey Shore, there's a 64 down here. But then as you go further inland toward Philadelphia, it's in the mid and upper 70s. So the influence of that southerly wind, even if albeit slight, can really have a drastic temperature situation develop over a short distance. Along the Connecticut coast, it looks like it's in the mid and upper 70s, as they're not feeling the effects of the sea breeze just as much as, say, Long Island at this hour anyway. We're pretty much high and dry for the Memorial Day weekend, which is a good thing. Our temperatures and sky cover forecast got more and more optimistic as the week went on. And the weather map for today basically has high pressure in control. And then by the time we get into Monday, we're going to have more of an easterly wind develop in the afternoon. So we may start off with a day very similar to today, but I think we'll see a few degrees cooler, especially towards mid and late afternoon and even early evening, as the easterly wind with that high in control pushes more of an onshore flow further inland. So, like for example, we might be around 57, 58 degrees for a low temp tonight in and around the city. It might be lower in middle 50s tomorrow when you wake up on Tuesday morning. That high, though, still remains in control. It keeps the rain offshore. This is by Thursday. And you can see that nothing's doing. In fact, that high gives way, and we get more of a return southerly flow, so that by the time we get to Thursday and especially Friday, it gets hot around here. We could have a couple of days where areas even along the shore are 80 to 85 and further inland flirting with 90 degrees in and around New York City and points just inland. So that's the story for Thursday and Friday. Those will probably be the weather highlights for the week as the temperatures really come up. And then by early Saturday morning or even late in the evening on Friday, we'll see a front move down, and that'll push in, and that'll lead to more unsettled weather, but I don't think it'll be a washout. This run of the GFS has some showers moving through Saturday night, but they look like they're very short-lived. The result with that front will make it, basically a cooler second half of the weekend, and Saturday we're still looking at highs generally around 80, so pretty warm overall. As far as precipitation goes, we're bone dry here with the Weather Prediction Center. This is through the next 7 days. The Carolinas, the mid and South Atlantic states, they're the areas to watch for heaviest rain, especially in areas in extreme South Florida, which are now getting into the rainy season, as is typical for this time of year. Here are the temperatures for Monday, and basically you can see it's around 80 again in and around the city, but that easterly wind flow takes over in the afternoon, so it'll cool down mid to late afternoon, and we'll be a few degrees cooler at nighttime than we are tonight, with high lows and around 50 for Tuesday morning. And then for Tuesday, we're looking at highs only around 70 as that easterly wind just stays intact, but then it starts to weaken. And by Wednesday, we're a few degrees warmer. And then on Thursday, we start to flirt with mid and upper 80s in and around, especially the city, and 80s at the shore. Ideally, your beach days are Thursday and Friday, because look at these temperatures. This is Friday, flirting with 90 in and around the city, even out on the island, mid and upper 80s, and then we see that front move through for Saturday with perhaps a few showers around and 10 degrees cooler for Saturday, and then cooler still for Sunday, because that front will push down and we'll see temperatures in the mid and upper 70s. But overall, this is a dry stretch of weather, pretty pleasant for this time of year. There'll be ups and downs in temperatures, but nothing too extreme. And just enjoy it. A glorious Memorial Day for the most part, especially considering the forecast earlier in the week. And now we look forward to a few hot days at the end of the week, Thursday and Friday.